Alright guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So, they didn't give us reveals and stuff or anything of the sort, but on Twitter, the official Dragon Ball Legends Twitter accounts tweeted out the next Ultra unit we'll be getting in the game. And sure enough, it is none other than Ultra MAJIN VEGETA. I'm excited because this character absolutely deserves an Ultra unit. But all that aside though, I did of course record my reaction. Check that out first, and then we'll break down what he can do. Bravo to board. Wait. Is as good as Awakened Master? Okay, man, for a second, I was gonna say, if they pulled Deborah out, I was gonna scream. Alright, bro, show us that heat. Like, MAJIN VEGETA has to be one of the cleanest, one of the most cracked out Ultras ever. That's fire, I like that.
I wouldn't try to get out of this.
Okay, clean art, clean art.
Upping the body count by a few hundred.
Okay, Vegeta, dang. But let's see what you can do, bro. He got the smile, bro. Ooh. Okay. Wait, was that supposed to be like unique age or like special skill? Alright, Vegeta. Send him out, bro. Go on. Alright, let's get it. Okay, cool. I'll take it. Hey, as long as he puts in work, I'm good. That art is fire, bro. We finally got Ultra MAJIN VEGETA. Oh, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm actually pretty freaking excited for this Ultra unit, man. But now that we've seen what he can do, let's break it down. So, we're gonna be skipping all the yellow text and focusing on the actual specifics. So, starting off, he is a yellow unit. His tags are Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, and Vegeta Clan, and his episode is Majin Buu Saga Z. Him being a yellow unit, that's actually kind of good. Well, I mean, granted, we do have LF Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, but with him being a yellow unit, he might be the counter, like the ultimate counter to Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Anyway, Z ability. Z ability 1, plus 28% to episode Majin Buu Saga Z, base strike attack and defense during battle. Z ability 2, plus 30% to episode Majin Buu Saga Z or tag Saiyan base strike attack and defense during battle. Z ability 3, plus 3% to ultimate and awakened damage inflicted by episode Majin Buu Saga Z, and plus 38% to episode Majin Buu Saga Z or tag Saiyan base strike attack and defense during battle. And Z ability 4, plus 5% to ultimate and awakened damage inflicted by episode Majin Buu Saga Z, and plus 42% to episode Majin Buu Saga Z or tag Saiyan base strike attack and defense during battle. Now, moving on to the Ultra ability. If this character is the leader, applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Plus 30% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, plus 30% to key recovery cannot be cancelled. If this character is not the leader, applies the following effects to self per episode Majin Buu Saga Z battle support member when battle starts. Plus 5% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, plus 5% to key recovery cannot be cancelled. Up to 3 support members will be counted. So again, general Ultra ability, but it's just for Majin Buu Saga Z. Usually with Ultra units, throw them in the leader slot. If you don't want to put them in the leader slot for whatever reason, then make sure to have Majin Buu Saga Z units with them. Strike. So his strike is impact. 100% chance to inflict heavy bleed on hits. Wow, okay. And blast armor when charging forward. So that's going to be very, very powerful, especially if the rule changes for Perfect Vanishing like actually do take effect from like the Battle Royale into like actual rating match. Then that's going to be a very, very important ability, just having blast armor. And then blast. The blast is just regular impact. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 30 to strike arts cost for 5 timer counts on hit. Oh lord. Okay, wow. Plus 30 to strike arts cost. Okay, so what by default it's gonna make each strike arts cost as much as a special move. So that could end up hindering a lot of characters that are heavily strike focused. So we'll have to see how that works in the long run, because of course, if your opponent has lots of blast arts cards, then it's not really going to matter too much, but that could help slow down Gogeta a little bit. So that's definitely something. Special move. Deals massive impact damage. The following effects occur upon activation. Plus 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts cannot be cancelled. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus 50% to health restoration for 10 timer counts. The following effects also occur if own unique gauge is full. Draw a special arts card next. Plus 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade. Plus 5 to substitution count for 10 timer counts. Blast armor when charging forward. So I think that's actually going to be really, really important to use against the likes of Gogeta, right? Because of the fact that with his unique gauge, when it's full, he gets health back. So if you're able to land a special move on him right before it fills up, then he's going to get crippled with the health restoration, which could help out a ton. So we'll have to see how that works, but right now, Majin Vegeta is sounding pretty freaking good. So now we have the special skill. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Randomly draws at most 2 new cards when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores ki by 50, plus 20% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. Applies the following effects to self on hit. Applies buff effect. Nullify enemies' special actions that activate when changing cover for 10 timer counts. Applies buff effect. Nullifies enemies' destroy card effects for 5 timer counts. Also nullifies own unfavorable element factors for 10 timer counts if own unique gauge is full. Comboable arts, strike arts, blast arts, special move arts, ultimate arts. So, wow, that actually sounds incredible. So you pop your special skill. You get 50 ki, so that should allow you to use any card in the game, obviously excluding like outliers and like, you know, ki crippling and all that stuff, right? You get a damage buff, you get cards, so you're practically guaranteed to continue your combo. And if it lands, you nullify cover change, and you nullify the enemy's destroy card effect, so they can't knock your cards down. You become element neutral if your unique gauge is full, and you can combo into anything. Strike, blast, special move, and ultimate. Well, okay, anything apart from another special skill, so there's that. But pretty much everything. That is a very, very strong ability. Like, wow, okay. So he sounds very oppressive. And then ultimate. Deals supreme explode damage. The following effects occur upon activation. Plus 40% to damage or ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts, cannot be cancelled. Nullifies enemies, restores health when it reaches 0 effects when this character attacks for 20 timer counts. Cancels own attribute downgrades. Inflicts all enemies with no switching for 3 timer counts. That's the big one right there. We'll get to that in just a second. The following effects also occur if own unique gauge is full. Plus 20% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Reduces enemy ki by 100. Cancels enemies' attribute upgrades and buff effects. Half of the damage inflicted will also be dealt to enemy members on standby on hit. This cannot cause them to be defeated. Nullifies blast arts when charging forward. Now that's the big one right there. Okay, this ultimate is pretty much saying bye-bye Gogeta. There's no way that this ultimate is not saying goodbye to Gogeta, because first and foremost, he already has element factor advantage against Gogeta, which is good, right? He gets damage buffs for his ult, right? And this is upon activation, right? And not only that, of course, it nullifies endurance. He's a ultra unit, so that's not surprising. But it cancels attribute downgrades, so it's gonna hit hard, right? No switching, which means that if for whatever reason, like usually it takes about like 3 hits to activate Gogeta's unique gauge. And that's obviously like if he doesn't reach half health in like certain circumstances, right? But if you manage to land a hit on Gogeta and his gauge is not full, and you pop your main ability and you use your ult, Gogeta's gone. Gogeta's gone. Because it's element factor advantage, he can't even counter it because his gauge isn't full, and he's locked in. He's gone. It's over. And not only that, if your unique gauge is full, you get an even stronger ult. You cripple their ki by 100, and you strip away their attribute upgrades and buff effects. And the cherry on top is, after you eviscerate Gogeta, the entire enemy team takes damage as well. And it nullifies blast arts. That's the true cherry on top, because sure, you can have blast armor and you can just tank straight through it, but this is blast nullification. So you tank straight through it. Like if you're using like a Rising Rush, for example, Rising Rush has blast nullification. This is the exact same thing. You just blast straight through it. Unreal. That's gonna be terrifying online. Holy. Okay, let's get to the main ability, man. Main ability, draw the ultimate arts card, Big Blast Cannon next. Okay, that could have been a better name. Restores own health by 30% and ki by 50. Charges own unique gauge by 50%. Plus 30% to damage inflicted against Tag Saiyan for 15 timer counts. Seals enemies Rising Rush for 10 timer counts. Requirements, 25 timer counts must elapse. If that's not like saying, this character's just designed to counter Gogeta, which I'm not against at all. Let y'all know that right now. Again, you get health, of course, you get ki, you charge your unique gauge, great, but you get extra damage against Saiyan for 15 timer counts just for popping your main. Guess who's the main purple Saiyan unit being used right now? Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. This unit was absolutely designed to try to annihilate that unit. Oh my goodness, and again, I'm not against it at all. And of course, sealing Rising Rush is always gonna be a good thing. Unique Ability 1. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Charges unique gauge by 50%. Plus 200% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Oh lord. Okay. Reduces damage received by 70% cannot be cancelled. Reduces impact and explode damage received by 10% cannot be cancelled. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level cannot be cancelled. Minus 10 to strike and blast arts cost cannot be cancelled. That's really nice. What in the world? So yeah, your strike arts cost 10 and your blast arts cost 20. That's fantastic. Okay. Continuing. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 50% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, activates once. Increases own arts card draw speed by 1 level for 10 timer counts. Applies buff effect, nullifies enemies' special actions that activate when changing cover to self for 10 timer counts. Wow, okay, destroys all of your enemies' special move arts cards. Reduces enemy ki by 30. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade, minus 30% to special move, ultimate, and awaken arts power for 10 timer counts. Plus 2 to all enemies' substitution counts. And we still have a bit more of the abilities left. Holy. Okay. Applies the following effects to self every time when faced with an enemy. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores ki by 30. Plus 15% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. The following effects occur if own remaining health is 50% or below when hit by an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Activates once. Restores own health by 40%. Nullifies own attribute downgrades for 30 timer counts. Destroys all of your enemy's strike arts cards. Wow. The following effects occur when own health reaches 0. Activates once. Restores own health by 40%. This unit has endurance. Oh my goodness. Okay. Destroys all of your enemy's strike arts cards. Reduces enemies' drag mauls by 2. Seals all enemies' main abilities for 5 timer counts. Cancels enemy buff effects every time they use a special move, ultimate, or awaken arts card while this character's on the battlefield. What the heck? This unit is cracked out. This unit is cracked out. This first unique ability is monstrous. I don't even know where to begin, bro. What in the world? You get so many damage inflicted buffs. You get you reduce your damage by 70%, you reduce impact and explode damage, you get permanent arts card draw speed, your strike and blast arts cards are automatically knocked down by 10, so they're easy to use and easy to string if you're able to, you know, draw more cards. You nullify cover change, you destroy your enemy special move arts cards, you weaken their special move ultimate and awaken arts, you raise their sub counts, you have endurance. Like, you constantly are able to nullify buff effects if they breathe at you. Like, what, bro? I don't. Come on, man. That is a insane unique ability. This unit sounds dumb strong. I'm terrified. I'm terrified. And then unique ability 2. Why am I even more scared? Okay. Knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against their strike arts attack. Activates during assist. Combo arts, special move arts. Again, he has strike cover. You can follow up with your special move. Pretty self-explanatory. Rapidly charges own unique gauge while this character is on the battlefield. The following effects occur once unique gauge is full. Restores own health by 20%. Oh goodness. Nullifies own unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 15 timer counts. Seals enemy special move and special arts. The sealed arts cannot be used for 5 timer counts. While this character is In one of the following states, if own unit gauge is full, consumes entire unit gauge to counter enemy blast arts. Activates 3 times. Oh goodness. Standing still, attacking, moving, or charging key. Receiving an attack after switching. Changing cover or during assists. So it's kind of like, actually it's kind of like Gogeta's gauge, but it's just blast oriented. That's it. So actually, no, I think no, because it says changing cover or during assist. So yeah, so it's like Gogeta's gauge, but specifically for blast arts. That's it. All you have to do, if your gauge is full, if you exist and they hit you with a blast arts card, then you will retaliate. So, and again, you can cover change into it. So that's, wow. Okay, yeah. Excludes abnormal conditions and special states caused by certain arts, of course. Own unit gauge will disappear after counter activates 3 times. Comboable arts, special move arts, ultimate arts. Okay, so makes complete sense. The following effects also occur when counter activates. Randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws a special move arts card next. Restores own key by 50. Restores own vanishing gauge by 50%. Cancels enemies' attribute upgrades and buff effects. Inflicts all enemies with no switching for the time. Yeah. Okay, I've seen enough. This unit is quite literally the counter to Gogeta. This kit is absolutely absurd. The amount of damage buffs that he receives, like the utility that he has from his arts cards, like the buff effects that he constantly is able to cancel, being able to, again, nullify cover change. He has a strike cover. He technically has blast cover. And that type of blast cover, again, obviously if your unique gauge is full, will lock the opponent in and you get a special move from it. Like, you're able to go element neutral. Like, this unit has it all. Like, you damage the entire opponent's team. This unit has it all. Gogeta's days should be numbered once this unit released. And you know what? I'm actually really, really happy about this because, one, I think Gogeta's time in the spotlight it's been long enough, right? Like, we can move on from him, right? But also, when it comes down to Vegeta clan units, especially with Vegeta, they usually do, like, Vegeta so freaking dirty. Vegeta deserves this. Vegeta deserves this absolutely insane kit. Like, I'm hoping that this unit lasts in the meta for a good amount of time. I'm really hoping that he doesn't get overshadowed entirely, I should say, by the Legends Festival units. But putting all that to the side, because that's obviously in the future, right now, this unit sounds incredible. And I can't wait to see how he's going to function once we're able to get our hands on the unit. But I do want to know what you guys think about Ultra Majin Vegeta in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.